You cannot give up just yet. Truly, stay determined.
Welcome back to the Bargain Bin, everybody. Maddie's gonna kick the ass of a gummy real quick.
Sure.
We are having
Bone broth.
beef bone broth.
Because I have to fast today for this diet thing that I'm on.
Oh, you need the astro food.
Right, thank you.
Sorry.
I was explaining stuff, so I wasn't thinking.
That's fine.
But yeah, so we can only drink liquids.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe decided to do it with me because he's a good friend.
Yeah.
So that's really awesome of him.
Swassom.
Yeah, it was like really sweet, and then I was like, no, it's more awesome than sweet, and then like let's beat this dummy.
Well, because I don't want to, because you're fasting. I don't want to eat food in front of you like, ugh.
I mean,
It's so delicious. I wish you could have some.
I mean, I guess, but like, I don't know. You don't have to. I don't care.
Well,
I know you're not doing it maliciously. Like, ooh, Maddie, look at all this food that I can eat.
I know, but it's still kind of a dick move to do that.
Yes, darling. I used to live inside of a dummy too, until...
Besides, I eat garbage all the fucking time, so it's probably good for me to take a day to not.
Just detox.
Yeah.
Same. I mean, for a week. Oh yeah, it's been over a week now.
Nice.
I started that diet, so.
Yeah.
Human!
Yeah, we're playing Undertale.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna talk. I bet you he's not much for conversation.
No, he's a talkative fellow. Look at him.
Feeble!
Honestly,
Woo, hey!
maybe it's because I haven't eaten anything today, but this bone broth is pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. Like, the first sip I had was like, but as I've been drinking it, I'm like, no, this is pretty decent.
Yeah.
Watch me redeem your magic attacks. Hey, you.
This is so warm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the best part about it. We're in a very, very, very cold area. And warmth doesn't come easy.
Yeah. We take what we can get.
Yes,
Oh,
indeed.
shit.
Ooh.
Oh,
no! Ooh.
You got this. You got this. Fuck him up.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm not doing very well. I'm fucking it up. I'm fucking it up.
It's fine. It's fine.
Use your soul to cross the barrier.
No!
No, you can't take my soul.
No!
Oh my god, all of those missed by just a little bit. Alright.
Dummy.
You got this. You fucking got this.
Stand in the window of a fancy store.
I don't know why. What did you do? No.
Off to a great start.
Oh, it's so good.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't lose hope, Maddie. Truly, stay determined.
Stay, you can do it. Oh no.
Oh boy. It's okay. What? Where are you going?
Can I go back anywhere? I can't, can I?
No. It's okay. You have to face the challenge. House of garbage. A few brands you recognize. Maddie's just like so done right
I want more than just astronaut food.
now.
I wanna get something useful. It's just garbage. Thanks.
You know what you could do?
What?
You could go pick up the astronaut food, come back and save. So you don't have to go pick it up every time. You rest your hand on the rusted bike. Its horn wheezes
I wish
a
I was
hum
good
of
at
despair.
games.
That was a slide whistle?
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
Just
Honk
garbage.
of despair.
Beat up desktop computer. The inside is empty. Much like my computer will be as soon as I get an upgrade, because it's terrible.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. It's a cooler.
Oh, something that we were talking about at work the other day. One of my coworkers, he spent $6,000 on his gaming system.
Oof.
Yikes.
That's
All at once. It wasn't like just over time.
Did
like
he build it, or did he just buy it?
I think he said that he built it with stuff.
Okay, well, I hope he knew what he was doing, because that's a lot of money.
He strikes me as the kind who knows. He's like, it's a hobby, and it's like, fucking, you work part-time at a retail store. That's different. Like, that's not a hobby at that point.
I mean, I'll admit, I've dropped quite a bit of money on this computer. Mm-hmm. Like, the last time I got it upgraded, I spent $900. But that's
nothing.
But I worked for like a whole summer to do that.
Yeah.
So, and I was also probably what 16 when I did that. So, shit, son.
Nothing. I spend money on food.
Could you imagine if food was currency?
I mean, I'd be okay with it because I can cook, and I also know how to find shit out in the wild. So.
Ooh, shit. Ooh.
You want me on your team in a zombie apocalypse? Might not be a good fighter, but I'm a good survivalist.
Nice.
That
actually, dude, I don't know if we talked about this on an episode, but we were talking about how we both got like a little extra on us.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And how that would probably help us in a survival.
We'd be the ones who'd survive an extra week, you know, of an apocalypse because we'd have the extra storage.
Yep, exactly.
Like we're not too we're not too out there, but we got a little extra.
Yeah,
no big deal.
We're thick bitches.
We wear it proud.
Yeah. a little out of shape, at least in my case. I know that Joe still goes to the gym, but like I'm very much out of shape.
I'm a fucking idiot when I go to the gym. I don't have a routine. I just kind of go and I do something.
Just gotta do shit.
Yeah.
God, I really need to start because I kind of maybe want to be a police officer, so I should really start training for that. But, you know.
Oh boy.
We'll see. Like, the energy that this diet is giving me so far, it's not such a, like, fuck me, god damn it.
It's okay.
Sorry, okay.
You dummies, watch her aiming your magic attacks.
You were saying? The energy?
Oh yeah, then, like, actually training for that might not be so bad. Also, if I lose a few pounds, then, like, it won't be as hard to do push-ups.
Oh, shit.
Because that's part of my problem, because, like, I can do 10, like, struggling. But, like, if I lose that 10 to 20 to 30 pounds or whatever, then it won't be as bad.
I think I can do like 20 or 30 in one sitting.
Whatever.
It's because
my upper body has always been the worst part of it, like, since forever.
Same, I was a pretty fat kid growing up. Because I was a lazy piece of shit until I was like 14. I mean, I'm still a lazy piece of shit, but I'm not like as lazy. I'm improving.
I was actually super fucking active, and like my entire life I was actually like really thin growing up, and then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, in middle school, my body was like, oh yeah, so even though you're still pretty active, here's all this extra weight. Have fun. I was like, cool. And ever since then, like, I've been just kind of struggling to get it off, even though I did sports and shit.
Sport ball.
I was in ballet for fucking 13 years.
I thought that was cool.
Thanks.
But
everybody would make fun of me for it.
No. I'm sorry.
You're in ballet? Ugh, that's so dumb.
It's like, fucking...
When I heard of that, I was like, ooh, ballet. We live in the middle of fucking nowhere, and that's actually...
an art.
Yeah, it's actually an art.
You're an artist.
Goddamn. You play piano and stuff?
I mean,
I thought you were really cool in like,
Aw.
middle school. I was like, dang, she does all this cool stuff.
Thanks. I taught myself the piano because I was a percussionist, and the bells were a lot like piano. But
yeah.
I didn't take lessons. I'm not good at piano. Like
Better than me.
Not much.
But yeah, percussion and shit in middle school. Fucking I don't know if I've told this story, probably not on recording, but when I initially did the whole band thing, because I wasn't really into the whole sports thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did it for you in your elementary school, but for us, when I started at Sawyer, they give you an image of like all the instruments, and they're like, circle which one you want to play.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah, and
I think they had us write down what we were interested in.
right, and I went with the saxophone because I was like, this seems cool. I didn't know at the time, but we never got it because our family was too poor. Couldn't afford it. So I got put on percussion, and I was like really like not happy about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I wasn't.
That's crazy because you became like a really good drummer. Like a really good drummer.
Well, that's only because my dad encouraged me to stick with it, and like you know, Mrs. Anderson and then later Mr. Dajna, like they really encouraged me to like stick with it. But at starting out, it sucked. Like I didn't like percussion.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Oh, wow.
Like 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, wasn't super into it.
Oh, wow. I would never have guessed.
Yeah, but then getting into like 8th grade, like I was told like, oh, you can do the drum set in jazz band when you enter high school.
Yeah.
Or I think we did have middle school jazz band.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So they were like, you can do that if you want. And I was like, yeah. That seems cooler than standing here and hitting a thing once every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And it is. It's a whole lot of fun. I've been playing drum set for like fucking what, 8, 9, 10 years almost?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Fucking glad I stuck with it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So I guess moral of the story is if you ever find something that you're not super into, I don't know. Give it a chance.
Yeah.
It could turn into something.
You know, definitely one of my biggest philosophies in life is everything happens for a reason.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
whenever I get really down and, like, nothing seems to be helping me, everything happens for a reason.
Don't lose hope.
Yeah, everybody
Truly.
listening.
Stay determined.
Indeed.
It's okay.
Look at me.
You're doing pretty good.
Fucking-
It's those magic missiles. They fuck you up.
As well they should. It's like the best spell that you can cast in fucking D&D. So wait, do I still...
Yeah, C is your inventory?
C is my inventory? Okay.
There you go.
I do. Okay. So, X. Cool.
Nice.
Let's see.
Are
Are you gonna say anything because I totally like ignored you?
Haha. Just like you'd run away.
Oh man.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Neat.
This is a little bit of a tough boss. See, what you might want to do, you might want to try to just get as many of those things to hit him as possible. So like the ones that come out from the side even. Like the ones from the top is kind of, that's difficult.
Yeah.
From the ones from the bottom, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
When they come out from the side, just go up a little bit as they start
Yeah. That's what I've been
Try to,
trying
like,
to
circle
figure out a
around.
strategy for it.
shooting. Yeah. I believe
Like
you.
the last time around, like I was definitely like kind of getting the
Yeah. No, you're doing really
hang
great.
of it. But yeah, back to the band thing. I
Yeah.
was actually so she gave us. So what she did was she had us listen for like these tones. Or I guess we were supposed to like be able to determine the difference between like different tones and notes and stuff.
See if you were tone deaf or not.
Yeah, exactly. And so then after that, she would give us a list of like all the instruments that we could play based on like how well we were able to determine the difference between different tones and stuff. And
So how did you do?
I think I was able to pick whatever I wanted, so it didn't really help anything. But so I was like, okay, cool, because there were only two things that I actually really wanted to play, and one was the French horn, and the other one was percussion. And I think I ultimately chose percussion because my dad was he was a percussionist and he was a pianist in a band, and I was like, you know what, that'd be actually pretty cool. So, especially with how hyperactive I was back then, it was like, yeah, I'll just get my energy out this way. Like,
Yeah.
So, I never did the, I ended up not doing the drum kit. I never learned that, but I did
It's not easy.
teach myself how to play the piano so that I was able to do that in jazz band.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's alright.
I mean, I think most people had to kind of teach themselves how to play their instrument at our school.
Yeah, like, cause our first, she was awesome, but like she really only knew how to play the trumpet and like a couple of other.
Yeah.
And then Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. D when he was more of a choir teacher, so like the band kind of.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, the first few years of him taking over.
Yeah.
After being like a choir director. Yeah, everybody was like, yeah, I'm not gonna play.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, eventually everybody kind of got used to him.
Got back into it.
He's a cool dude.
He really is. He is. He's not a band teacher. He's he's drama and he's singing.
Yeah. Shout out to Mr. D.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude.
You're a cool dude.
He's like, I think he's like the only teacher I had from like high school, middle school that I'm like actually friends with.
Gosh, I never see him, so.
I took voice lessons with him for quite a while. I don't know. I'm not doing it this semester. Just got a lot going on.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh no, I wanted to be over there more.
Aw, it's
Aw.
okay. He's being a naughty boy.
He is.
And
He's being so. He needs to be punished.
staying out of the way. Futile.
Indeed.
Oh shit!
Ooh,
Whoa,
no.
nice.
Thanks. Get that bitch.
You spanked him.
He did. Like I said, he needed to be punished. I said not to shoot at me. Well, failures are fired. You're all next.
Oh boy.
Okay. Neat.
This is the final boss of the game, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. Fucking. Oh, I haven't used any of my Astro Food yet.
Oh, dude.
Oh, cool. Next out. Oh.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Oh.
Ah,
Oh.
fuck.
So close. So gross.
So gross.
All right. Come on. You can do this. You can do this. Truly.
Truly.
Say the term.
No. Oh, I should have gone up. I should have gone up. I should have gone up. Oh no.
Okay. It's okay.
Why
okay.
am I an idiot?
You're not an idiot.
Oh, why am I stupid?
You're not dumb.
No, 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 no,
Gotta keep moving.
Yes! I
Nice.
hit him.
One
got
hit.
him. I got him. Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh no. I'm all out of food.
No.
Oh no.
No, it's just like real life.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
here we go.
No! No!
All right, so that little section, you probably want to actually get right up to like the wall in between one of those points where the dummies come out, so that way you have more room to move around.
You're gonna be alright. You're gonna be okay.
You're gonna be okay.
You
got this. You got this. You got this.
I think this is the end of this episode.
It can be.
Okay. Well, what I might do is I might beat this guy off screen
Yeah.
and then come back and.
It's okay. We did it in Cuphead. We can do it here.
Yeah. So sorry guys, you don't get to see my ultimate victory against this guy, but I can't.
It's okay.
I can't do it.
Remember to stay determined out there, everybody.
Yep. Have
See
a
ya.
good day.
Bye.